everybody, Thrifty Picker here again. I've just been sitting here, actually it's probably the first time you've seen me without my head covering, but just been sitting here thinking about some things that I'd like to talk about for this video. This is video number 3 in my Thrifty Picker video series. Something that I wanted to share with everybody as far as picking goes. I talk about thrift shops and pawn shops and flea markets. Don't forget that you have estate sales, you've got yard sales, garage sales. Look on Craigslist to see if there's anything that people are wanting to get rid of for free that you think you can make a couple dollars off of. Be willing to go that extra step to go pick it up. You'd be surprised what people set out on the road. And if you start making contacts out there, the next time they go to set something out, they might think of you first. So build yourself up a little network of people, especially those that have a lot of junk, that they'd be willing to get rid of. Extend that offer that you'll come clean out their garage and you'll take off whatever they don't want. If you think you can use it, you keep it and offer to haul off the rest and throw it away. There's all kinds of ideas out there to get you started in being a picker. Just you got to be a little bit creative with that. And something else, I talk about doing eBay as well. I make a lot of my extra cash from eBay, but you don't just necessarily have to do that. That's another thing that you can utilize Craigslist for. There's people out there that are already posting items that they're wanting. Okay, you come across this item, you pay a couple dollars for it, you go and you look on Craigslist to see if anybody's wanting that item. If you've paid $5 for it, ask 10. Make your money back and double it. That's another way that you can utilize picking. I've looked into that a couple times where people are looking for certain items and you happen to come across it. And what I do is I usually make a note. I jot things down because if I don't, I forget. But if I write it down, then I know I'm going to remember that later. Like, hey, I think I wrote that down on my list as something somebody wants, so I'll pull that out. Sure enough, somebody wants a Harry Potter book, or they're looking for Fisher Price Little People, to go for their kids, or Legos. There's a lot of people looking for Legos. Just, stuff like that. That's another idea that I thought I'd throw out there, share with everybody. Something else you want to keep in mind if you're gonna do eBay. I know a lot of people, they talk about the shipping fees and all that. If you utilize the priority mail flat rate boxes for the most of your shipping, the customer's going to end up paying for that. So the boxes are free. So you go and pick up an armload of them. They're free. You don't have to pay for those boxes. You just have to pay for the shipping. So if you figure that into the price of your item on eBay, any money aside of shipping, you're making profit on. So, and the best thing to do is you pick one day out of the week and make that your shipping day. Make sure that your customers know that you only ship on certain days. Like my days are Wednesdays. I only ship on Wednesdays. So I try to get everything boxed up and ready to go, so that I only have to make one trip there, one trip back. Everything's taken care of. Make a list, things to do that day, things that you want to put on eBay or Craigslist or stuff like that. If you're planning on going to do thrift shop picking, plan your route. You want to make money at this, but you have to be smart and creative about it. You can't run up all your gas going to all these thrift shops and not making the money back to compensate that you spent in gas. So plan your trips out. Don't either pick a day to do nothing but thrift shopping, or hit a few on your way back from the grocery store. You're already going to the grocery store, so why not stop at the local thrift shop while you're at it? That way you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Same goes for shipping. Say your shipping day, Wednesdays. You're already out. You're going to the post office. That's another day that you could utilize to go hit your local thrift shop. Check the newspaper. Sometimes even if the weather's nasty, people still have garage sales because it's inside the garage. Or look for church rummage sales. That's another good place to find some really cool stuff, because a lot of people donate old stuff to the church. And then they turn around and sell it for next to nothing. So I've been to a couple church rummage sales, and I've gotten things for 50 cents that I've turned around and made $20 off of. So that's another good place to go and check out stuff. Check your, like myself, I have emails sent to me from estate sales, garage sales, yard seller. That way I know what's going on in my area. Pick up your local newspaper. There's always something going on. You can hit sheriff's auctions even. Sometimes those, that can run you into a little bit of money, but if you can go to governmentdeals.com or something, Ohio Government Ohio, something like that. I cannot remember which one that is. Anyway, I think it's called govdeals.com. And you pick, your area and what you're looking for. It has all these different categories, and you can bid on stuff. You can go pick it up. You can get it for next to nothing. But if you buy by the pallet, which a lot of people do, you can take and sort that stuff out and turn around and resell it. If you pay $100 for this pallet that's got, 500 different things in all these little boxes, you're going to make a profit off of it. So just be creative in what you're doing. And if you're really wanting to get into picking, think about it. Think about, what side do you want to do? Do you want to do eBay? Do you want to get it to set up booths at the yard sale or at the flea market? It's all up to you. The market's out there for secondhand stuff. It's definitely going to be nothing but a growing, I don't know if I want to call it industry yet, but it's growing. And secondhand stuff sells. I know this. I've been doing this majority of my life. I talked about that in my last video, that it's something I've always done. My parents, I guess you could call them pickers, they were into antiques. And I learned some of the stuff that I know just from observing what they do and what they bought, what they sold. They didn't do a lot. They would, like once a month thing, they'd go antiquing. And sometimes I'd tag along. So I would learn, from watching them some of the things that they did. My sisters were into it. We were, 5 minutes from Lebanon, Ohio, which is like the antique capital of the world, so to speak. At least in our neck of the woods. But anyway, there's a lot of antique shops there. So I spent a lot of days with, walking through those stores. So you wouldn't believe some of the things that people would pay for. Watch the shows. Watch the auction hunters. Watch, and that's another thing, storage auctions. But you got to have money to make money. So, you can't go to a storage auction with $20 and expect to buy a storage unit. If you've got the extra money, take $500, take $1,000 if you have it. If not, start small like I did. I go to garage sales. I just kind of work my way up to where I can actually go and buy a storage bin or, storage unit. That way, you never know what you're going to get there. But know what you're looking for. If you're going to get into doing the storage auctions, auction hunters or whatever, do your homework. A lot of sites list what is in or what could be in the storage units. So look it up. If it shows that it could be vintage this or antique that, look that stuff up to see if it's worth your time and effort to go and try to win that particular unit, to see if you can turn that around and make some money. So this is just a few things that are off the top of my head, of course. So I thought I would share. And remember, if you're going to do any type of picking, know your area, plan your routes. If it's going to be a shopping day for grocery shopping, plan on stopping by a thrift shop or garage sales. So I hope this helps. Anytime anything pops into my head, I'm going to make a video on it and I'm going to put it up for you guys to watch. I hope you like it. This has been the Thrifty Picker. Keep on picking. Bye.
Here we go with the attitude. been up and down, sideways, crossways, outside in and inside out.